Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Na'vi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikron, or, as we call it, a podcast.
There are thousands of Disney podcasts on the internet, and this is one of them. I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jordan.
And you're listening to Mutineers!
Tonight, special guest Jillian joins us willingly, and there goes all our viewers.
Who said?
No, it's just our one viewer is here.
Hey, Jillian, can you do us a favor? Can you go turn us on in another room so it's like you're still here?
Yeah, let me just tune in.
When Jillian's on the show, viewership drops to 0.
Drops by 100%.
All right, where was I? Oh, yeah, Jordan took a vacation. Jillian also took a vacation. And both vacations turned out really well. Or did they? Mickey Mutineers was fed to a live studio audience.
What? Fed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Halloween season.
It's Spookytober.
It was quite spooky.
So we're not.
I'm wearing a spooky-ish shirt too. Got my Satanic Temple shirt.
Damn it!
I've got my Ziggy Stardust shirt on.
I don't know if that's spooky, but there it is.
Well, there's face paint.
Ziggy has always creeped me the hell out. So it's a Ziggy.
You know what? I decided if like I could time travel, I know exactly what I would do. I would just go everywhere and put Kilroy everywhere in ancient ruins.
It's been done. Are you a time traveler?
No, I'm talking like in the fucking pyramids, like carving the motherfucker into pyramids.
You'd have to do it in like hieroglyphs.
No, it'd be Kilroy, and then in English it'd be Kilroy was here.
No, it's funnier because you have to spell it out in hieroglyphs.
Man, I would go back in time and just stop Ziggy from ever being made. So we have very different.
Wait a minute.
My kid used my headphones, and now the little volume things all.
Are we not the Mickey Mutilators this month?
Oh yeah, Jake.
Wow.
Something.
Didn't even make a new animation or anything.
You know what? Maybe this season we retire Mickey Mutilators or put it on rest, and then see if we can come up with a different Mickey spooky season themed alliteration.
Well, here's the thing. In 2 weeks, we are doing a disaster hour.
Okay.
A Spookytober disaster hour. We have 2 weeks to figure this shit out.
Spooktober.
Isn't every show a disaster hour?
Yes. Mm-hmm. This one was supposed to be, and then it
probably
kind of
be more
is.
like a disaster hour and a half or so, probably.
Yeah.
Don't trust me. I've got a lot to say.
Yeah.
That's why Jillian's going to go first.
No.
I was thinking like we could do like scenes, like Jillian will go and then like Jordan will go, and eventually like their paths will cross
And then uncross again.
And then, yeah.
yeah, you gotta paint us a picture here, you guys.
You have to what now?
Paint us a picture.
Oh, definitely thought you said something else. Okay.
A penis a picture?
Penis a picture, okay.
Whatever.
That like that's like an artistic dick pic.
Like that lady that painted flowers.
Yeah. Georgia
The
O'Keeffe.
opposite. Yeah, that's the one. I'm glad one of us is educated.
Which one?
Not you. Not Jillian. I wasn't going to say that, Jillian. But thank you for volunteering, Jillian.
Welcome.
Oh, Jillian, did you ever use the commercial that Calico Tim recorded for you last week?
No, I haven't yet. I was on vacation, as you know, so I haven't had the chance, but I will.
Good.
I think Calico Tim might be my new favorite Mickey Mutineers character.
I don't know. The friendly
friendly saguaro.
I don't know, man. Like a southern pirate or a pirate with a southern accent. Just
I feel like he would hang out with the saguaro.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah, I mean,
who knows what future Avengers team ups of Mickey Mutineers characters?
Jillian, where's your character?
Oh shit, I don't have one yet.
Okay, well,
I'll think about it.
We'll workshop this.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. My week's gone well. No. How was yours?
I like how you just gave up halfway through that sentence. My week's gone well.
It.
No.
I
can't even lie.
I have court tomorrow, so we'll see how next week goes. I might be in jail again.
Yay! I'm just going to start celebrating this, Josh. I don't care. I don't know what else to do with this information. Go to jail. Go to jail. Do not collect $200.
Gonna bring an Uno reverse card with me and just slap it on the judge's desk. He's like, shit.
Yeah, well, that's the fucking rules.
Take me away.
Wait. Did they just arrest the judge?
Well, yeah, I had an Uno reverse card.
Wow, well. Let us know how that goes, or not. I don't know.
Well,
half our listeners are like, "Is he kidding?" No, he's not.
If I'm not here, we'll know how it went.
Gosh, what if Josh isn't here next week?
I should start carrying some reverse cards with me just in case that happens.
Just in case anything happens, really.
Right.
I mean, you can reverse a lot of stuff.
I feel like
use it at the checkout at the grocery store.
The more you do it, like somebody's
going
to pick up on it, right? Like somebody will just look at it and go, "Oh, well, shit."
Well, they'll have their own. They'll catch on.
Oh God! What if can you reverse card your reverse card?
How many can you have?
Actually, no. Uno just released a statement that says, "Oh wait, no, that was a draw 2. You can't draw 2 a draw 2 and make them draw 4." So
who the hell would try that? What kind of monster?
The fact that they had to make a statement makes me believe that like everybody was trying that.
They were up in arms.
Oh, Jake, this is radio. Okay, so apparently you can't just buy Uno reverse cards. You have to buy the whole deck.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, what am I going to do with a yellow?
What a
4?
ripoff.
How many reverse cards are in a deck?
I don't know. 3?
There's got to be at least one for each color, right?
Oh, right. How many colors are in a deck?
There's 4.
Oh.
Red, blue, yellow, and green, right?
Yes. This is riveting. This is what the listeners came here for.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
this is what Jillian came here for. Listener.
I would have tuned out long ago.
Another fucking banger.
What? Who is this?
Another fucking banger from the Mickey Mutineers this week.
Hey.
Riveting. Put that on TikTok.
How did we go from Uno to British breakfast foods?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about Uno, and Jordan's over here talking about bangers.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, let's sad trombone that one right the fuck out of here.
Don't bring your culture.
It's funnier when you explain it. So
no, it's not.
Actually, the longer you look at Jordan, it gets funnier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Audio listener, you're really missing out on this.
Yesterday he stopped by the house. I just stared at him until he left.
Was it like this? I imagine you guys just stare at like from the couch. I assume you have couches that face each other. We have one viewer. What the hell?
Is it Jillian from the other room?
Is it the other me?
It's your sister. Like, this is why we couldn't hang out tonight.
Oh yeah,
This is what you chose. Guys, you know what? We have a lot to cover, so let's just talk some Disney, but then other things too.
Okay.
And this intro brought to you by Jillian. Let's talk some Disney!
I'm so glad that Jillian paid for that.
So
sending a bill.
Oh shit. Sending an Uno reverse card. Here we are. It is October 3rd. Raise your hand if you attempted to go to Halloween Horror Nights this last week. No, wait, no, I didn't.
Oh, wait,
I'm a liar. I got down the street.
How many of us were successful in going to Halloween Horror Nights?
I went halfway.
She did see the Pumpkin Lord.
I did.
So
It's not really what I went
100%
there
more
for.
than I
but-
saw.
all right, we saw the Pumpkin Lord. Let's get.
Let's leave.
Oddly enough, Calico Tim did go to Halloween Horror Nights successfully.
Oh, I'd
Well,
love to
there-
hear
there-
about it.
Yeah, there's no hurricane there.
not a lot of hurricanes in Southern California.
Well, there was
Isn't
earlier.
that a Engelbert Humperdinck song?
Who?
It's not the guy from Princess Bride?
Engelbert
Humperdinck?
Yeah, it seems that there's
Yeah.
not a lot of hurricanes in California.
Slapped you back fishy buns?
Yeah.
No, him. Yeah, right.
Slutbung Waller.
Jerry Dorsey.
Crimdy back fishy buns.
It's the worst trip report I've ever heard. Hey, what happened?
Wait, no. Go back one.
That's the one. Jillian,
What?
since you're our one and only guest, pretty much for the rest of the time, just kidding, we have like 3 other people that like to be on here.
Yeah. Not the only one.
Me and Josh and Tim.
Can't possibly be.
Anyway,
What?
what'd you do?
All right. So I wasn't expecting to go first. I went down to Universal and I stayed at Aventura, kind of, and then didn't. And then I went to Disney for one day, and then my trip got ruined. So
What park did you go to in Disney?
we went to Epcot just one day.
Okay, I mean, if you're
And-
going to go to a park, good thing you
Right.
picked the one that's half under construction.
Yes, exactly. But I did do Guardians twice, so I'm happy with
Damn
it.
it! Well, now I can't rib on this at all.
It was
Because
good.
In my mind, that's just a win. Okay, so Jillian has started. Jordan, what happened? Where did you start? Where did you start on this adventure?
We drove down on the 24th. So we started in Hollywood Studios on Sunday. Then we had an Epcot day on Monday where we met up with Jillian.
The paths have crossed.
And we were supposed to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday Universal tickets, and then Wednesday, Thursday HHN tickets for my
Yeah.
trip.
Okay, I'm going to pause you right there.
Yeah.
Jillian, how tall is Jordan in real life?
Oh, I don't know. I think he's taller than me, but a little bit.
Oh,
I don't think you're much taller than me.
I'm 5'11".
are
Oh.
you really?
I'm only like 5'6", I think. So
Oh, well.
I was not that far off.
Jordan's the tallest mutineer. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I have to stand on my tippy toes when I give him a hug.
It's
Yeah,
true.
you have to do that to me too. Josh is short.
Oh,
Sorry, Josh.
I'm 5'7"
Yeah, you're short.
yeah.
It's okay, buddy. Here,
I'm average.
let me scoop you and put you in my satchel. You can I'll carry
Aw.
you.
Just pick me up, kiss me on the forehead, put me back down.
I can be your backpack while you run.
I always hated going to parks with Josh though, because like I had to be the one carrying the baby Bjorn for Josh. Just Josh wrapped around me like a koala. All right, come here. You big dumb oaf. Tussle his hair when he has it. He has it now. Anyway, okay, so go way off track there. So you guys were both in Epcot. Jordan, you rode Guardians
Twice.
with Jillian?
No, different times.
Yeah. Did not
So-
line up.
I hope your meetup was like you guys just passed each other and waved.
No,
Stop.
we actually hung out and grabbed a drink.
Yeah. We spent
so-
like maybe half an hour, somewhere.
Yeah,
between
something
there.
like that.
Yeah.
I actually felt bad that we didn't meet back up after because and I'll get a little bit more into detail whenever I talk about my Epcot day. But so we split because our fast pass was happening.
Yeah.
Our lightning lane was happening. And then whenever we got out of the lightning lane, we got distracted by Spaceship Earth.
Yeah.
And then something else opened up. So we ended up making another loop through Future World. And then I was like, oh shit, we were supposed to meet back up with Jillian.
Oh shit,
And-
Jillian.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to message Jillian again, but by that time it was about to storm.
Downpour.
Yeah. And Chelsea and I somehow found ourselves back in the Odyssey, which I will talk about in a minute. But
Okay,
but I felt bad that we never got to meet back up
Yeah,
that day.
I know.
Okay, so Jillian, did you say you went to Universal first?
Yeah, so Sunday I got there and went to Horror Nights that night. And we just did the scare zones because I wanted to get everything done that was like outside. So I was thinking, hey, it's just gonna rain. That'll be great. So I'll just do all the outside stuff and then do the inside stuff the other nights. That was a great idea.
So you didn't do any houses.
Not a single house, but
What
they were
was-
like all 120-minute waits, to be fair.
What was the best house that you didn't do?
I don't know. I just watched all the freaking walkthroughs at this point. Yay.
So did you go to both Universal parks or just
Yeah, so we did, what was it? Tuesday.
no idea how Universal works?
I can't remember the days anymore. The day before the hurricane, we did Universal.
So wait,
It was
really?
smart.
So we were at Universal
Yes.
at the same time then. I guess we didn't.
Oh
know.
yeah, we did. You did do one day, right?
Yeah. So
We we went like in and out.
Wave to each other.
So I think we did. I don't know. We did like Islands in the morning to do the Velocicoaster,
that's what we did.
and then we did the fountain thing show.
Yes, the fountain things show.
Yeah, that thing.
That's one of my favorite things.
I love
It's
that.
Universal. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was called.
I don't know its name. It's the
But
guy that talks,
you-
but he's a fountain.
You flew in on Sunday, right? So you flew in
Yeah.
on Sunday, got checked
Boy,
in your
were my
hotel.
arms tired.
Just for that, I'm kicking Josh out.
I can't finish my fucking sentence. You can't follow that joke with something serious.
Yeah, we went to Horror Nights at like 7 o'clock, and then left at like 9. So we didn't do like anything besides eat a couple things and do scare zones twice.
What did you eat? Did you get like cool food?
I got the skull that was stuffed with like pepperonis and cheese in the sauce, and then I got the graveyard cake thing on the stick,
Cool.
and then the beer, the lacto cooler thing.
I got that too.
Yeah, that was good.
Was it good?
Mm.
It was.
Well, I
very
like
good.
sours, so
So I saw a guy on, I can't remember his Twitter or TikTok, who's been asking people if it was good. And he said their response is always, oh, it's a sour. And he's like, I don't know what that means.
that's what I always tell people. I like sours, so yes, it's good.
I don't know what that
I
means.
can understand why it's bad for other people, but
So it tastes like a Sour Patch Kid?
It's got a little bit more bitterness to
yeah,
it because it's a beer.
just the sour part of the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
You know how they're sour and then they're sweet?
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know.
not
sweet.
I've had some sours that were kind of sweet too.
Yes, but this one specifically was not.
Did
Okay.
it taste anything like Ecto Cooler?
Nope. I didn't get any orange at all.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't as tangy as
No tang.
as an Ecto Cooler is.
I've never had an Ecto Cooler either. So I'm asking questions that I can't even relate to.
Mm,
How does it compare to Sunny Delight?
doesn't.
Okay. all
Unless
right,
you
we're
left
nar-
it out in the sun for like 10 hours, and
we're
then maybe it
narrowing
would
this
taste like that.
down. That's disgusting.
That's the good stuff.
Sunny Delight and yeast and
Mhm.
right. this is fantastic. Jillian, what did you think about Universal? I'm going somewhere with this.
Well, I liked it. I like
Okay.
Universal. Why?
Look, no judgment. I have a Universal trip planned here shortly. So
Yes.
Just a different Universal that's about as big as the Universal parking lot in Orlando.
yeah, but mine's the real one.
Oh, and you have like 7,000 escalators. It's like, when the fuck is the park? Like, I don't understand.
Have you
Watch
been to the
people-
Hollywood one?
No, I just watch videos and I'm like, when do they get to the park?
No,
Where is it? It's all the way
I-
down the hill.
No, that's only half the park. The other park's up the hill.
Oh god.
I make my kids walk the stairs.
Oh dear.
Well,
You're a monster.
I take the escalator.
when I go with Josh, I have him in the baby Bjorn, and we take the escalator.
Yeah.
Wait, is there an elevator down the mountain or something? Like, how do you or do you roll down? What?
You just
I don't know.
You just that's
You
what the
don't go?
stairs are for. The stairs are for wheelchairs.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Now that you mention it, I don't think I've seen like a wheelchair person in the lower lot.
They don't go there.
There's like
They're like,
I mean,
go there.
the studio's been around since what 1903. Maybe it's grandfathered in.
The
No
ADA
ADA.
doesn't apply to them.
Why are we joking about this? This is weird.
I'm just asking.
It's a good question though. I have no. You know what? When I go there, I'll find out. But that's in like.
I think like the elevator would be kind of spooky, isn't it? Like in a mountain, like wouldn't you be like going through rock and stuff? Like I don't understand where it would go.
What if it's like a Wonkavator where it's like?
Oh, that would
like,
make more sense.
diagonal?
Like going right over the escalator, people.
Hit the wrong button, it blasts you right out of the park.
Wrong button, right button. You know.
Yeah.
Who knows? The real Universal Studios is weird. I was showing this to Jordan yesterday. They don't even bother with theming. That's why I was asking about the Orlando one because the theme
the studio lot.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Like you stand
What's the
there,
real one?
like
They have the British themed area in Hollywood that they use for such shows as Arrested Development.
no, like the actual studio lot is themed, but like where the rides and stuff, you stand in one spot and like there's Jurassic World, it's themed to Jurassic World, there's Transformers.
Oh, no
Like,
land.
No land. And sight lines are just
Whoa.
They tried. No, they didn't.
did they?
No.
I don't think they did. It's really weird because you can stand there in Simpsons Land and see Hogwarts towering over the
Oh,
Quickie
no.
Mart. It's really weird.
My immersion.
It's not. Don't bring immersion with you. So, Jordan, how was your Universal Studios?
I have a long, elaborate story, so I'm going to wait to go last.
Well, I don't have much about Universal. I just went in and out, in and out.
Okay, on our last episode, we did a little ragging on the Velocicoaster. I think it looks like a great coaster, but we riffed a bit comparing it to Tron and the speediness of which it was constructed. How was it?
It was great.
It was awesome.
It was fantastic. It was definitely a little bit more intense than I guess I was
Me too.
expecting it to be. But I guess I also didn't realize that it was a launch coaster.
Oh, it's a launch coaster.
Yeah.
Go upside down a lot. I didn't realize that. I thought,
Got some good head choppers too.
yeah. Could feel it.
I've watched a lot of videos on the Velocicoaster.
I didn't expect that because you're like in one of the car things, and those usually don't go, like.
Not like
the-
this.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
that.
Huh.
Yeah. A little scary. My hair fell out, so that was good.
Jordan, what about the Mummy? Wait, hold on. Your hair fell out.
Yeah. It was like
It looks
all over the place.
It looks like you put it back in. It looks
Yeah,
nice.
I got it all squared away. It's good.
All right, good. Just kind of.
Yeah, you gotta use a needle thread back.
Yeah.
I thought it was just static electricity. You just rubbed it and it just kind of.
All right, Mr. Wizard. I don't know how science works. Jordan, you wrote The Mummy,
I did.
and you had a. I want to hear about that again.
But also, didn't realize the Mummy was a roller coaster.
Oh, well, that's a surprise.
So, well, no.
The one in Hollywood's a roller coaster.
My first experience with that building was Confrontation. And
Yeah.
Confrontation was just a hanging boxcar that did this oblong oval when you're just watching, older giant animatronics of the original King Kong destroy the city. And I'm like, oh, well, it'll just be like that, but with mummies. And then I get into the ride car. I get in the ride car, and then the lap bar comes down. I'm like, I thought this was supposed to hang.
That seems
And then,
intense.
and then it shoots you on the coaster, and I'm like, I don't remember this being a roller coaster.
Weird.
Oh my hell! That
It's weird because you don't even go right into the roller coaster. You're kind of in a room at first, so you're probably like, "What's gonna happen?" I'm not sure. Here we go.
The one at Hollywood, like Josh said, it rolls and it coasts, but it could probably fit in a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh,
isn't it all in a straight line too?
No, there's curves and bounces to it, but so in Hollywood, it is what replaced the ET ride. So that's your scale.
That's small.
Yeah, it's not a lot of height.
No,
not a lot of elevation changes.
No,
and also not a lot of mummies. It's weird.
That's odd.
Yeah, there's a couple of really shitty animatronics that looks like they were falling apart.
That's always fun.
That was the theme.
Oh, yes.
Speaking of the theme, Jordan, you ate at Krusty Burger.
I did. Also, I have an elaborate story all about all of this that you're asking me in pieces. So
should we just?
I think we should hear the story.
All right, Jordan, the floor is yours.
Well, Jillian, did you want to was there anything up from your trip report that stood out other than the fact that a giant hurricane came through and
no, we can get to what that didn't happen. No,
no, because I was gonna do a legit rundown of my week.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I feel like Jillian can interject with her opinion.
Yeah, I can bounce back if I need.
So first off, Jillian, as you wish, helped me book this trip. So for all your travel needs and theme park booking, please visit Jillian. Whoa, did you sign your own check and put it in your own pocket?
Yeah, I was like, thank you, me.
It's weird. You made money, but yet still broke even.
Yes.
All right. So our first 2 days were at Disney. We did Sunday at Hollywood Studios and Monday at Epcot. First, I want to say that my last trip, I was very critical about Genie Plus and just how it did not work out for us at all. Jake.
Already a question. Wow.
It's relevant. Jillian, was this your first time using Genie Plus?
I didn't use it. I refused. I thought about
Jordan.
it. And I was like, no, man.
Well, I can say that I had a much better experience with Genie Plus this go around than I did the first time. Because between our day at Hollywood Studios, the only thing we didn't get to ride was Tower of Terror. And at Epcot, there were a couple things that we didn't ride, but that's because I didn't care about Frozen. I didn't care about some of the other stuff, but we used it a number of times at Epcot. So it was worth it. And it wasn't like, oh, I just used it. Oh, there's another one in about another ride open in a half an hour. Let's do that. It wasn't, let's use it. And then, the next ride's open 6 hours from now. So I will say, big improvement on Genie Plus. So I don't know if that's them working out the kinks or we just hit it on a good couple of days.
Yeah.
I mean, last time you went and used it was right after it debuted.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't really have anything new to say about Hollywood Studios. It's still fun. Again, we rode everything except Tower of Terror. The only thing different we did this round was we did the standby for Rise of the Resistance because I couldn't get in quick enough to purchase a lightning lane, and the wait was 65 minutes, but it was a little shorter than that, probably by 15 minutes. And the extended queue for that's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
So that's my only note on Hollywood Studios. Epcot, still a bunch of walls, but they're kind of shrinking in size. Because the
shrinkage.
It happens to a lot of walls. Don't worry, it happens to a lot of walls. Well, it's because the Creation Cafe is open and it looks fantastic. Jillian, you actually ate there, didn't you?
It was so good. Yeah, I got General Tso's chicken salad and a waffle and stuff. It was good.
Wait, did you say chicken salad and a waffle?
And a waffle, not on a waffle.
I mean, I guess it's a little bit better, but it's still two things.
I don't know. They have these Liege waffles that they're specializing in. So
I'd try it. So
it's delicious.
I am team put more waffles with more things.
Just waffles everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm eating a waffle right now. Anyway.
We went around and tried a handful of the food and wine stuff. I had the pork slider from the Hawaii booth, which was good. Like, I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing. Then Jillian was with me when I got the teriyaki chicken bao bun from Japan.
Yes.
And that was okay. Like, I thought it was all right. Chelsea got the spam sushi.
I wanted to try that. I didn't try it.
She said it was really good.
Yeah, I love spam musubi. It's one of my favorite foods.
Spam what?
Spam musubi.
What's that?
That's the spam sushi. It's called spam musubi.
Look, that's the third time you've brought culture into this, and I won't stand for it. We are simple folk, Josh.
And what else did I get? I got the barbacoa beef taco, the crispy taco from the Mexico booth, and that was fantastic. Chelsea, when we took cover in the Odyssey from the storm, got the peanut butter and jelly wings.
Oh, I wanted to try those.
Okay, so here's the deal. They were good, but it was more peanut butter flavor than jelly flavor, and the sauce didn't stick to the wing very well. So when you would pick it up, all the sauce would drip off of it, and it would just kind of be like
a wing.
So
what flavor jelly was it?
The jelly flavored.
Oh,
there's the spam sushi.
I just want to bring that up.
That's spam musubi.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
now he's saying sous vide, and now that's not.
It's a spam SUV. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Anyway.
And then we rode Guardians twice. So Jillian, what 2 songs did you get?
I got Disco Inferno the first time, and then Tears for Fears the second time.
Fucking jealous. You got Tears for Fears.
That's why I wanted to go on a second time, or else I wouldn't have even bothered.
What Tears for Fears song?
Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Okay.
We also got Disco Inferno.
That one made me sick. I don't know why. The other one, the second time, I didn't feel bad, but the first time, like, I don't know, the G-force was, maybe it's because I didn't expect it, but I was
okay. So hold up. Let me put a pin in that. We'll come back to that. The second song we got was Gloria Estefan's Conga.
Oh no.
And that was actually a really good song for that ride.
I was like, how's that work?
It was really good. So when you got off the ride, did you feel like a little like woozy? Like,
yes, the first time I definitely did.
Like when you got off and like maybe you were slightly dizzy.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, I felt that as well. And so did Chelsea. She didn't feel it the second time, but I felt it both
I didn't
times.
either. Yeah. And then you have to go through a mountain of stairs and then down a mountain of stairs. So that's really fun when you're dizzy.
Right. So that again, those are my only notes for Epcot. It's still Epcot. It's in the process of being updated, and it's going to look fantastic when it does. But Guardians is fantastic, and I don't understand why. I think the pre-ride show could be a little better. Like that first part,
it's kind of long too.
With Terry
once you've
Crews,
seen it once, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. And then Tuesday we were going to do Universal, but then we were like, well, if a hurricane is coming through, let's try to do as much as we can. So we started in Islands of Adventure, and we rode Velocicoaster first. Yeah. And it was like a 30-minute wait. And there was hardly anybody in the park that morning, which was good for us. Yeah. Yeah. So when we walked into Islands, we took the left and went through the Marvel area. My one regret is that we didn't go back through the Marvel area, because I would have liked to have seen some of the shops and whatnot there. But we just went through. I did take pictures of some of the cool comic book art. My favorite is the giant MODOK that they have just above. It's just a floating head in a chair. I'll send you the picture. It's great. Rode Velocicoaster, very fun. And then we kept continuing on. We went to Hogsmeade, and since we were right there, we're like, oh, let's just go ahead and ride the Harry Potter Castle ride. And I didn't realize that it was
a roller coaster.
It's not a roller coaster.
Oh.
I thought it was.
Damn
I
it.
thought it was a roller
Again,
coaster.
damn it.
No, it was the opposite. I thought it was a roller coaster, but then they sit you, and it's one of those like you're facing screens as you're.
It's a Kuka arm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love Kuka
But
arms.
so what happened was at one point the ride stopped, but
Oh,
our
God, no.
but,
That happened to me too.
but our seat, we were completely laying down,
Yep.
but slightly tilted to where the blood was rushing to our heads.
Yeah. It's fucking awful. I don't
was-
get why it stops there.
Right.
Like, why is it stop in a normal place?
Right. And I was like we were there for it was probably like 20 seconds, but it felt way longer. And we were sitting there, and Chelsea and I were both like, "You've got to be fucking shitting me." Like,
Hold on. The whole point of Kuka arms is that they have a full range of motion. I feel like even if it stops, it can at least go like.
no, like if this was the facade of my chair, like this is what it would have been. Like that's how we, yeah, tilted back just enough that the blood would rush to our head.
So bad.
Yeah, and then anyway, we did the rest of the ride. Whatever, it was fine. We did the Hogwarts Express, or took the Hogwarts Express to Universal Studios. Went immediately to Springfield because I wanted to see all the Simpsons stuff.
Yeah.
And so we went to the Quickie Mart to see the merchandise. Ate at Krusty Burger and got a crappy burger, which I was telling Jake yesterday. I can't decide if it is genuinely a shitty burger or a shitty burger on purpose because it's supposed because in the cartoon it's shitty
Right.
fast food.
I think it could have been shittier to be shitty. You know, it's like in
Right.
between. It's like it's just mediocre. It's like I don't know what to do with this.
Right, yeah. The one highlight though is that we did get a booth in Moe's, so we did get
Oh,
to
I love
hang
that.
out in Moe's. We went across the way to Duff Gardens and we both got a Duff beer, and Chelsea went back for a Dufftoberfest. And then, we got pictures with all the statues of the characters hanging out, which was fun. We rode Men in Black, which was very fun. I enjoyed that. Then we attempted to go to E.T. Josh.
I've got a really important question.
Okay.
All of the like Marvel and Simpsons merchandise, do they have Disney tags on them?
No.
Damn,
Or at least if they did, I didn't notice them.
that would have been
No.
awesome.
So we attempted to go wait in line for ET, but then right as we got in, the ride broke down. We're like, well, shit.
It's tilted back.
And then as we were coming out,
It was stuck in the air like this.
as we were coming out,
They fixed it.
no, we saw team members start taking apart all of the pop-up stands for
Yeah.
horror nights, like just completely taking them completely apart. And then that's when Jillian messaged me saying that they just announced that the parks are going to be closed for the next 2 days. And I was like, shit, really?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
And then for a minute, I was like, I hope that's not true. And then
I hope so. I was hoping
I
so
hope
too.
Jillian's a liar.
I know. I thought I was
Right.
like, I was like, please be lying.
then everybody else started to announce it. And I was like, well, shit. And then Disney announced their closure. And I'm like, well, then there's no way that there's 100% that Universal is closed. Jake.
I actually have a comment on this part because while you guys were off having fun, like
Were we
Twitter
though?
was playing this like standoff game that whole day, like which park is gonna cave
Yeah.
first.
Who's gonna do
It
it?
was really entertaining. I was just sitting here watching it, going, "Come on, come on!"
Close.
Yeah. Jake lost $20.
Yeah.
We found the tribute store, the Horror Nights tribute store, and that was fantastic. There was a lot of really
Yeah.
cool merch in there, but I didn't buy any of it because I didn't experience the event. I didn't feel like buying HHN merchandise, but I almost walked away with a Mummy and a Bride of Frankenstein t-shirt.
Nice.
Just regular Universal shirts, but they were like $35 a piece, and I was like, I can probably find a cooler one online for $15 cheaper each.
Yeah.
So we were right there, and it kind of spits you out at Mummy. So we got in line in Mummy. We waited like 5 minutes in line for the Mummy. It was bonkers. And then as we got out of the Mummy, down a nearby alley is where they do the Transformers meet and greets. So Optimus Prime was about to come out. So we got in line and I got pictures with Optimus Prime, which was pretty cool. And then we decided to go back towards E.T. It was reopened, so we got to ride it. And let me tell you, I know that E.T. gets a lot of shit for not being updated, but I think that's one of the rides that like I would rather not. I want that ride to look like it had opened in 1990. Like I think that's what
It's
gives
the only
that
one
ride
that has. So
right.
If they get rid of that.
Right, but I think that's what gives that ride its charm.
Yeah,
right. When you're going through, it's like, oh, this looks very much like a 1989.
He knows your name somehow.
I know.
What happened? How did this magic?
Wait, no. How does that happen?
Movie magic.
He just knows. He just
Theme
knows.
park magic.
How does he know?
It's the movie, man.
He just knows.
Oh, that's what they mean by movie magic.
That
thing you just said?
After that, we hopped over to Simpsons, and I didn't really know everybody kept telling me to go on the Simpsons last because it really jerks you around and it'll make you queasy.
I'm surprised anyone told you to go on the Simpsons. Like that's the first part.
I was going to go on the Simpsons anyway, just because I love the Simpsons. Also, I wasn't expecting the ride video to be in 3D.
Oh, is
it? It was CGI 3. It was 3. It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't. It was
like Tangled
glasses. Yeah, it was. Just CG animation.
Yeah.
And I thought, I was like, oh, that was interesting. So.
I've never been on the Simpsons ride, so
right.
It's weird. They make fun of like Disney rides on it.
Little do they know.
Yeah.
They make fun of Disney on the new Simpsons episodes too.
Yeah.
And there were 2 pieces of Simpsons merch that I really, really wanted, but it was super expensive. They had Kang and Kodos plushies, and Kang had a zapper, and Kodos had the How to Cook for 40 Humans book.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
But they were $55 a piece.
No,
what?
No.
They were like this big.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, they were.
I didn't have another carry-on Spirit.
Yeah,
so I probably couldn't have got it.
You flew Spirit?
No,
and made it home.
They just kind of catapult you in the air and just kind of hope you
After a
land where you need to be.
I didn't know this was a roller coaster.
That was extra trajectory. But I didn't get them just because I'm like, I can't justify $110 for 2 plushies.
No.
So we left.
Here's Jordan holding it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
So we left, and then Chelsea wanted a beer, but all of the beer carts had shut down, and it was still like 5:30. Mm-hmm. But like any of the smaller stuff, they were closing and kind of just hunkering down on all that stuff. So we wandered back to Islands of Adventure so we could grab a beer. And then as we were coming back out, I was like, before we go to dinner, because we were meeting Jeremy and Kara from the Magic Geekdom for dinner. I was like, you know what? I want to pop in Toothsome because if I can't eat at Mythos, I would really like to get a.
That's where we ate that day. I think we had lunch there.
At Mythos?
Yeah, no, at Toothsomes. I love Toothsomes.
So I at least just wanted to get a milkshake.
Yeah.
So we didn't do the dining. I just kind of went to the side and did the quick service for the milkshake. And the milkshake was really good. Mm-hmm. Very good. And then we walked back to City Walk and had dinner at Bubba Gump Shrimp because that was like the one thing that Chelsea wanted to do. She's like, I definitely want to eat there. It's like, okay, that's fine.
Did you go to Voodoo Donuts at all?
No, we passed by it and I waved to it.
I love Voodoo Donuts. So fucking good.
Mm.
So, and then that was our one Universal day. So I do want to talk about the hotel real quick.
I want to hear about the hotel because I don't know anything about your hotel.
Okay, so here's the deal. So Cabana Bay is, I guess, technically on paper, Universal's value resort.
Yeah.
Our room.
Oh, wait, never mind. You just answered that.
Our room was fantastic. I was kind of hoping we would get a king bed, but I guess those rooms specifically don't have a king bed, which is fine, which just means that we each got a bed to ourselves. And the view we had was of Volcano Bay, which was fantastic. And the bathroom was a really good size. Like at a value at Disney, like that bathroom is really cramped, and that tub is tiny. Ours had a really good sized tub, and there was a lot of room in the restroom.
Did you take a bubble bath?
I should have.
You should have.
I did not. I should have though. As far as like stuff that's at the hotel, like if on a non-hurricane day, there's a pool bar and grill. There's a bar inside. There's a food court which has 4 different lines for 4 different type. Like there's a sandwich line, there's a pasta line, there's a pizza line, and there's a grill for like burgers and chicken fingers. There's a bowling alley upstairs, which we didn't get to do. I kind of wish we.
Wait, are we still in the hotel?
Yes.
Whoa.
And the cool thing about our hotel is that because it was horror nights, they were doing really cool photo ops. There's like this empty like meeting space that they dressed up in theme to Dracula, the Mummy, and Wolfman. And you can go and take fun photo ops with a whole bunch of cool props that they just put up and design the whole room. It was essentially just a photo op room, and like cool lights were flickering, and it was fun. We did it the day we got there, and we were going to go back, but we thought it would be busy since no one could leave the hotel.
Yeah.
So and we also lucked out that our room was one of the rooms that were attached to the lobby, so I was going to
ask that because we walked over there just for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, if I was in any of these outdoor hotel rooms, I would have been screwed. Like, imagine you had to like walk 20 miles to the freaking lobby just during a hurricane. That would never happen. Like, exactly. I don't know how they.
Jillian walked over there to mingle with the peasants.
So like, our room, hello. if you're looking at the entrance, our room was over to the left.
Was it the tower thing?
No, we were almost to the tower. Okay. So we were like 4 rooms back from the tower. And all right, so here's the deal. The hotel looked fantastic. I would definitely stay there again. The theme, I absolutely love the theming of that hotel.
Yeah.
Mid-century modern, just beach resort is super fun. However, the service at the hotel was fairly mediocre.
God.
Now,
can couple things.
Can I
go
just
ahead.
Pop in real fast and be like, anyone who's about to say, yeah, because there was a hurricane that they were prepping for? No. Just listen to the stories.
Right.
just no. Yeah. Carry on, Jordan. I just wanted to put a disclaimer in there.
On Saturday when we got there, I put a couple things in the safe that's in the closet. I put my camera and I put my Switch in the safe. And then the next day, I didn't mess with it the next day because I wasn't going to film at the Disney parks, but I wanted my camera for Epcot for some reason. At the last minute, I was like, no, I'll bring my camera to Epcot. So I went to go and type in the number code that I had created, and it kept on flashing battery low. Like it wouldn't let me press more than one number without it going battery low. And I'm like, well, I obviously have to call the front desk so they can come and open the safe so I can get my camera. I called them and I was like, hey, the battery in the safe is dying. I need somebody to come up and fix it. And they're like, okay, yeah, we can do that. We'll be there in about 30 minutes. And I'm like, I'm about to walk out the door. They're like, oh, well, you can go. If you don't need anything, we'll just go ahead and open it and leave it open for you. And I was like, okay, that's great. And then they're like, can we do anything else for you? And I said, actually, while I have you on the phone, can I get some more pillows? And they're like, how many do you need? I was like, 3. Why not? And they're like, okay. Got back to the room that night. Nobody had shown up to open the safe, and I didn't have any extra pillows. So that night when we got back, I called the front desk and was like, hey, I called earlier to get some extra pillows. Is there a way that and they never brought them. Can I get some extra pillows? And they're like, oh, well, we're sorry. We'll get those up to you in about 30 minutes. I was like, okay, that's fine. An hour later, no extra pillows. So I was like, huh. So I called back down I was like, hey, I called about
Me
an
again.
hour ago, and I've called. This is the third time I've called about extra pillows, and I still haven't gotten any. Can I get some? And they're like, oh, we're sorry. We'll put a rush on that. We'll be up there like very, very
Half
soon.
an hour.
And I was like, okay, no, that's fine. And again, I was very understanding. Like, I wasn't a jerk about it. I wasn't like, yo. I was just like, yeah, no, that's fine. As long as I get them, I'm good. And for the listener, if you're wondering why I needed extra pillows and why I was adamant about getting extra pillows, is that I have very bad acid reflux when I sleep. And sometimes if I don't prop myself, it'll just like stomach acid will just work its way up through my esophagus. So I have to sleep sometimes on an incline so I don't vomit stomach acid on myself. So
Okay, that's fair.
right?
With acid, he just
Exactly.
it's like a fucking dinosaur just spewing fucking acid.
So it's not that cool. It's actually the complete opposite of that cool. So I called back and I was like, hey, this is the third time. I would like these extra pillows. They're like, okay, we'll put a rush on it. We'll be right up there. An hour later, it was 1:15 in the morning. Still did not get extra pillows. And I said, fuck it, I'm going to bed.
Jordan drowning in acid.
Right. So I called the next morning to see about the safe again because no one had come to open it. And I was like, hey, can I get this? Can I get this?
Do you have a crowbar?
Right. And they're like, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll send somebody right up. And I was like, all right, well, if I'm not here, just tell them to open it. It's fine. And they're like, okay. And I was like, also, I would like some extra pillows. I called
Well, I'm here.
and they're like, oh, well, we're real sorry.
Oh, the
We'll
fucking pillow guy again.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So we go to the park all day on Tuesday. And then
I hope they put your pillows in the safe.
I'm getting there. I'm fucking getting there. So
guys sitting there with the work order going, fuck, what?
So you tell
Pillow
us
in the safe.
So you tell us that, halfway through the day that the park is closing, blah, blah, blah. And we were on the fence. We were like, well, if we leave, we have to leave early in the morning to miss the hurricane. And then we were worried about refunds, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then Chelsea, I think the plan was at that point, yes, we were going to leave in the morning. But as we got closer and closer to sundown, Chelsea was like, I think we should probably stay. And then on the bus ride back to the hotel, probably at like 9 p.m., Chelsea's like, we should probably stay because at this point, everybody who's leaving Florida is going to go in the same direction on the same interstates that we're going, and it'll just be a terrible plan. A 6-hour drive will take us 10 hours.
Right.
And I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. We're also in a very new hotel that has to meet building codes. So we're probably in the safest place we can actually be. So let's if you want to stay, let's stay and write it out. And she's like, okay, let's write it out. We got back to the hotel. We waited in line at check-in so I could ask a couple questions like, hey, if we decide to cut and run, can we get a refund? If we decide to stay, is the hotel up to par on having food and water for all the guests in case of an emergency? Things like that. And the lady was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else I can help you with? I said, actually, I've been trying to get my safe open for 3 days in my room because the battery. And she's like, oh, I'm very sorry. So she called security to go and open the safe while I was right there. And she's like, somebody will be up there in 15, 20 minutes. I said, cool. She goes, is there anything else I can help you with? I said, now that you mention it, I've also been trying to get extra pillows since Sunday. Is there a way we can get 3 extra pillows up to the room? And she's like, absolutely. So she called housekeeping, was like, I need 3 extra pillows at this room. So I was like, sweet, that's all I need. And then, so we got out of line and I started to go back to the room, and Chelsea's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "Well, I have to go back to the room because somebody's going up there to bring us stuff." And she's like, "Well, we have to go to Walgreens and get snacks and supplies just in case." And I was like, "All right, let's do that." So I was like, or no, I had said, "But the guy's coming to the room." And she goes, "But he can do that, right?" And I was like, "I guess he can. So let's go do this." So we went to Walgreens right around the corner, and it was the longest line I waited in all weekend. It was an hour line in Walgreens, and we got a pack of water, a box of Pop-Tarts, and like 2 or 3 bags of snacks. And Chelsea bought an 18-pack of Miller Lite.
The necessities.
Hold me over.
So yeah, so that'll be fine.
Yeah.
We got back to our room probably at 11:15, 11:30. When we got to the room, the 3 pillows were in a bag in front of our door. So I got those 3 extra pillows. But when we walked in,
It's your stupid pillow.
right.
When they got in, the safe was in another safe.
When we walked in, the safe was still sealed. So the next morning I called. Yes, Jake.
That sounds like the best safe ever. It is working its ass off.
It's really safe.
So I called the next morning. So it's the morning of the hurricane. It's Wednesday morning. And I was like, "Yo, I've been trying to get this safe open. And I was told that somebody was going to come by, but no one's ever come to do it." And they're like, "Well, have you been in the room?" And I said, "No, I was told that I didn't have to be." And they're like, "Oh no, because it's valuables, they won't come in your room and open the safe without you present." And I'm like, "That's not what I was told 3 days ago, but whatever." We're here now. We're not going anywhere. Send somebody up. A very nice gentleman came up in like 15 minutes, opened this, like he was in and out in 5. So I was able to get my Switch and I was able to play some video games during the hurricane.
Oh my God.
But for the most part, we sat in the room, watched Office and Seinfeld reruns.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would walk down and grab coffee from the Starbucks. And then, at lunch, we would go down and grab whatever. But they slowly started to run out of food. There was one day I went to go get a turkey sandwich and they're like, "We're out of the turkey sandwich." I was like, "All right, well then I'll take the Cuban." So I went back to the room and I got the Cuban. The next day I wanted another sandwich, but I'm like, I don't want the Cuban. So I asked if they got any more of the turkey and they said no. I was like, "Okay, that's fine. I'll take the Cuban." They're like, "We're out of Cubans." I was like, "Damn it. What do you have?" And they're like, "Oh, well, instead of the turkey sandwich, we have a roast beef sandwich." I was like, "I guess I'll take that." Or no, I said, "Actually, I'm going to go stand in the burger line." And I turn around, I see that the burger line is wraps around the corner. And I said, "You know what? Fuck it." I said, "Fuck it. Give me the roast beef. I'm not waiting in that line."
Jordan literally pulled "I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's."
But as far overall, the stay, I would stay at Cabana Bay again. It was good. I kind of felt like there was a level of
Incompetence?
Not necessarily incompetence. Like I just felt like
nobody knew what they
apathy.
Were doing apparently.
Like apathy.
Not
like
at my
it's
hotel.
At least it was like, I don't really care. I'm like, listen, I get it. You're a boots on the ground person and you're being made to work during a hurricane. I get it. I'm very appreciative that you're here to keep things running, but also it's a lot of I felt like a lot of people just didn't care, and I was trying to be as respectful. I try to be as cool as I can. But then yesterday, so Jillian, this is the part you don't know. While you and I were messaging back and forth with one another, so Jillian has also booked a Disneyland trip for me. She was trying to help me.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had 2 trips going on.
Yesterday, Jillian was trying to help me make park reservations for my upcoming Disneyland trip. Meanwhile, I'm talking to her while I'm on the phone with Universal. And this is the story that Universal is giving me for my refund, for the reimbursement for our tickets. Now, when Jillian booked our package, it was a travel package, which means we got, it was 2 days, 1 day free. And when you do the travel package with the hotel, the tickets are significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the travel package, like,
Right.
which I'm 100% in for.
Right.
So the person I finally got on the phone after being sent back and forth for about 45 minutes to different people, the person I finally got on the phone said this, what I can do is I can take your two 2-day passes and turn them, or from the travel package, and turn them into 2 1-day 2-park passes at the regular price. The problem is the regular price is much more expensive, and the travel package is much cheaper. So when you do the price adjustments and you factor out the free day, she said, I can offer you a refund of $4.30 something per ticket. And I said, whoa.
Thank you so much.
Whoa. Hold on. And Jillian, that's when I messaged you and I said, hey, can you look up how much those ticket packages were?
I don't get it.
So here's
you spent $12.
No.
I was like, really? It's only $12 to add a day. That's great.
The ticket package for Chelsea and I for our 2-day 2-park tickets was something like $416.
Yeah.
And 8 of those dollars.
Right.
What the second
And
day?
she's like, I can turn those tickets into this ticket and then and I was like, wait. Well, hold on. We bought a $416 ticket package.
Basically used half of it.
Right. And I said, and Universal, I didn't say you, I specifically said Universal, and Universal can only offer me a refund of $8 and change. And then she's like, yes, sir. And I was like, listen, I don't want to sound like I'm being rude or
I don't want to sound ungrateful. $8 is a lot of money.
But I feel like I have to escalate this because that is a very big price discrepancy. And I said, and it's not like we went to the park one day and then said, we don't like it, we want our money back. It's not like we had a personal emergency.
Yeah.
It's because the parks were closed because a natural disaster was running its way through Orlando.
Have we even mentioned the hurricane yet? Like, you guys were in a hurricane.
Yes,
yeah, we were. We slept through it pretty much, but right. I mean,
so when we'll wrap it up with the hurricane. But
okay, because I do have some words.
I have some questions for Jordan about his hurricane experience.
So, and I said, listen, it's not like we just decided to dip and like we didn't like it. Like, we obviously would have used those tickets because we built the day or our trip around those 2 days.
Yeah.
Now, our HHN tickets were fully refunded. And but I was like, since we used one day, can we just get a partial refund? And then she said, well, and then she was going into like a whole bunch of like jargon explaining how the ticket packages work. I'm like, no, I understand all of that. But it's something that nobody could have helped, blew through Orlando, and you're telling me the only compensation I can get for that is $8? And she said, and I said, I have to escalate this. And she's like, well, let me talk to my supervisor and let me put you on a brief call. And she was very nice. She was incredibly nice. And whenever I said, like, I hate to sound like I'm being rude, she's like, Mr. Duncan, I assure you, you don't sound rude. I totally understand.
She's like, I've heard rude. You're not rude.
Right. So I'm on hold for 5 minutes. Then they come back and say, Mr. Duncan, who's Chelsea? I was like, well, Chelsea's my wife. Like, she goes, well, we just noticed that the payment was her credit card. And because it's her credit card, she has to be the one that we discuss reimbursement to. And I was like, well, she's at work, which is why I'm calling. Like, my name was also on the reservation. Like, is there anything that we can do to work around this? And they said, unfortunately, because her credit card is still Chelsea Freeland. It's not Chelsea Duncan. So
she was like, let me get her. Hello.
Right?
Hello, this is Chelsea Freeland.
I'm here now.
That's exactly what Chelsea said to do. When I told the story to Chelsea, Chelsea said, you should have went, hi, I'm Chelsea.
Mrs. Doubtfire, that shit.
Right. So anyway, I was like, we got to the point where I was probably more than likely about to get a decent compensation, at least a couple $100 compensation. And then she said, well, we really can't do that legally because her name is the one that's attached to the credit card. But here's a case number and the direct phone number. So that way we can pick up where we left off. Like, I've made all of these notes. And so the next person to pick up will have the entire story. So that's where I had to just hang up after being on hold and talk to probably close to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And that's and I was like, I was just flabbergasted.
They don't have anything in place for this. That's the problem. It's like,
right.
A hurricane's going to come eventually. It's Florida.
Right.
So I feel like if you will threaten to cancel your Comcast account, they will have just jumped right on that shit.
But what's really funny,
department?
What's really funny is that not but 2 hours after this, Jillian emails me and says, this is the email I just got from Universal. So it was about not refunds, but being able to use your ticket on a different night. And they only are giving people till October 7th.
Like 4 days.
If you were
this week?
Right.
Yeah, like you have to go back right now.
If your HHN or park tickets were affected on the 28th and the 29th, you can come back
You're
any
welcome
day
back
before October 7th. This email went out yesterday.
Yeah. It wasn't even
October the 2nd. They said you can come back before the 7th. And then my immediate response to Jillian was like, this does me no fucking good. My dudes, I drove in from out of state.
Oh, the best part is that on the phone, they kept telling me to tell him to go to the desk. I'm like, he's home. What the hell are you talking
right.
about?
Yeah, go to the desk.
Hold on.
Just go back to the desk.
Before I was offered the $8 refund.
Handsome $8.
The lady goes, what we can offer you is 1 day park ticket each that doesn't expire. And I said, yeah, that's not going to work for us just because we don't know when we'll be back. And then she goes, she tries to give me the hard sell again. She goes, no.
Doesn't expire.
This will never expire. Like, you can come 5 years from now and it doesn't expire. And I was like, and I said, right. And what I'm saying is we want the refund for 1 day. And I was like, no, we want the refund.
This sounds like trying to cancel a Comcast account. It really fucking does.
This is why I wanted Tim on this episode, because he's literally a Comcast supervisor.
Right. And so quick addendum, and then we'll talk about hurricane experiences. But we left the next day. And since we drove, we hit the Florida Turnpike, and Turnpike merges onto 75 North. Right on 75 North, we stopped to get breakfast at a Chick-fil-A. And when we got back in the car, it wouldn't start.
No.
Yeah. So Chelsea, and we were driving Chelsea's car. So Chelsea, it wouldn't start. So we had to call AAA, and luckily it was just a dead battery.
Okay.
So had we left
that's
Wednesday,
true.
There's a good chance that
Would you have called your travel agent?
Help.
I would have.
Come pick us up.
So on our ride,
which town did it stop in?
I think it was Ocala. I think we were in Ocala.
Oh.
We were right as 75 merges to or Turnpike merges to 75 North. It's like the first major exit with gas stations and food.
Oh, that's Wildwood.
It's no, we were in Ocala for sure because I had to give them the address. So it was
okay.
But it was like Collegeville Road or something like that. Anyway, so that was my week.
You should let me know. My buddy lives in Ocala. Could just send him out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, AAA was there in like 15 minutes, but we ended up like, I think it put us back like maybe an hour. So
still would have been faster than leaving with the crowd. Before we get to the hurricane, real quick, like as you were telling that story, I made up this alternate story in my mind of why you were only getting $8. I just had I had this fan fiction where you're on the phone trying to get your a refund for your day, and the lady just goes, Mr. Duncan, are you the one that ordered 12 pillows?
We have to pay the guy that unlocked your safe 6 times and then locked it again.
Dude, we only got 3 of those pillows back.
And that's why you're getting $8.
His car's just packed with
Man,
pillows.
speaking of which, like when I was let's see, so 2019 when I'd stay in a hotel while I was doing firefighting, I'd steal a pillow every night. I had so many pillows.
Wow, that's.
I don't want other people's pillows, but it's like,
no,
whatever you want.
I wouldn't keep them. I would just steal them.
Just
Yeah, keep myself entertained somehow.
And anyway, that caught up to him, and that's why Josh went to jail. Hey, let's hear about the hurricane.
pillow thief.
That'd be awesome.
Rewind to the
What are
hurricane,
you in
Dave.
for? Murder. What are you in for? I stole a bunch of pillows.
Pillows.
A lot of pillows.
It was a lot. What you do with them? I don't know.
Stuff them with bodies. Anyway, back to the hurricane. So this is. I have words. I'm going to let Jordan start, and Jillian again chime in.
I can tell
Mostly
you.
because I already know what's.
I switched hotels before the hurricane because my hotel was so shitty. So
Wait a minute. Well, I thought you stayed in the nice hotel.
I did
She did.
eventually. I was at Aventura, which was like $100 a night. It was very cheap. And
Wait, I thought that was considered one of their better.
I thought so too. I thought so too. And then I got there.
I didn't know it was going to be a roller coaster.
It was it was a roller coaster inside, and it was weird.
And the elevator went out the ceiling.
How many pillows did that hotel have?
A lot of pillows, though.
Son of a bitch.
All of them.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's the hotel I've
This
been
guy
dropping
kept
the
bringing
pillows
them up
off
to me,
at.
and I'm like, no, enough pillows already. Yeah, it was just really dated and gross. Like there was scratchings on our shower wall. Like so, I don't know if they were trying to get out, but it was like all dented, and I was like, oh, that can't be good. So we eventually, like, since we knew we were gonna stay inside for 3 whole days, I was like, I can't stay here that long. And then we were also like the 17th floor was like ridiculously high up. So we went down to switch, and the woman.
So hold up a second. You could actually see my room from your
Yes,
room view.
I think so, yeah, because I could see Volcano Bay and your hotel. So it was the women at the desk were not helpful. She said she called.
It's like a theme.
She called Hard Rock and Sapphire Falls and said that they had rooms. So I was like, great. She's like, oh, but I can't switch you. I said, all right, well, that's weird. Like, why did you even bother then? So she made me go over to Sapphire Falls and see if they had a room available. And then I went to the ticket counter, and the girl's on her phone with like her boyfriend or husband or whatever the hell she's talking about the hurricane. And she kept saying, oh, hi, can I help you? But she kept talking on the phone. So I was like, she's not talking to me, right? So she kept saying it. She's like, are you okay? Do you need help? I'm like, sorry. I just have these tickets. Like I have all these like dining tickets and stuff that need to be refunded. And she goes, here you go. Here, call this number, and then just kept going on her phone call. I was like, what the fuck? So I took that card and left. I went over to Sapphire Falls and got helped by the most awesome woman I've ever met. But there's a difference in hotels, if I tell you. But
you definitely had a lot more character interactions at your hotel than I did.
Yes. I saw some at your hotel when I was leaving. Gru was there. That was the only one I saw.
We saw Gru, and I just so happened to stumble upon Scooby-Doo whenever I was leaving Starbucks one morning. But like I literally got a selfie with him as he was walking by me. So I was like, click.
I had Puss in Boots, Gru, and what was the other one? Oh, I don't know the name. Oh, the lion was there. the lion from Madagascar and the lemur
Leo?
from Madagascar.
King Julian.
Yes, him. I got him.
I saw that movie
And then I
once.
saw Woody Woodpecker at Aventura when we were leaving, and the
Did you
tiger.
kill him?
So there was one afternoon where we went down to the food court, and Chelsea sees the backside of somebody's, like some character's head, and she goes, "That's Woody Woodpecker! Oh my god, that's Woody Woodpecker!" I'm like, "Where? Where?" And she's like, "Right there!" And I look, I'm like, it was a fucking troll from the Trolls
Oh,
movie.
damn it. I saw one of those in Royal Pacific and I was like, nope, not touching
And
that.
I was like, that's a troll from
That's
the Troll movie.
frightening.
And then Chelsea just kind of looked at me and went,
Damn it.
she was like ashamed.
I need a case of Miller Lite.
Yeah.
I need another case. Yeah, our hotel had like an activity room for kids, and like they were playing movies and like had checkers and popcorn and stuff. And I didn't realize that until the last day. So I didn't participate in anything there, but they didn't tell anyone anything. It was just like you just walk around the hotel and find stuff. Like there was a whole conference center of shit going on, and I didn't ever go down there until like the last day. I'm like, oh, cool. That's awesome. So
This whole time?
yeah, this whole time. The first day we had a lot of food, and then the second day was like, we don't have any food left. So it was slim pickings. But
No.
yeah.
So-
We ate at like the rum place we ate at. That was pretty good, but everything else was like quick service.
Right
The only-
here's
like I would have liked to have gone. Like again, all the outside stuff was closed, and the only other eatery was the outside bar and grill.
Yeah.
So
right here is where my story crosses with you guys, even though I was 3,000 miles away. Jordan, I told you this, and you came through really well. Jillian, I don't know if I told you this, but my kid is obsessed with like hurricanes and storms and wind and everything. And so, Jillian, between your stories that you were posting and the videos
was
that Jordan
cool.
was sending me directly,
Yeah.
guys, I was dad of the year. It was amazing. He's just like, oh, this is awesome.
You want me to send you my pictures of playing and goofing off in Hurricane Katrina?
Oh my god.
I don't.
Outside.
Seems like in bad taste now.
Yeah, this. I don't
Little
know. You hold on to those.
Too soon.
It was before Katrina got like really grumpy.
No,
Oh.
okay, but like that doesn't make it better.
It might have been Wilma, to be fair.
But you guys were like the fact that I had friends in a hurricane. You guys were celebrities, and I was awesome. It was really cool.
I was watching that guy Jim on the Weather Channel the whole time, where he just goes outside and like hangs onto street signs and like.
The dude that got hit by
I
a
like
branch.
that guy.
you got hit by a tree.
It's great.
It was a big
The
branch.
funny thing is, they threw it at him.
Just like watch this.
Like
Did you
watch this,
guys-
let's make it bad.
It's
Were
either
you
one
guys-
It's either one where he was acting like, oh, fucking
And then the
get
guy
blown
walks
around.
behind him.
yeah.
Were you guys, or did you guys see anything on Twitter about the one newscaster from closer to Fort Myers that posted the picture of the kitten on a bench surrounded
Oh,
by
yeah.
water?
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about this, dude?
No, I saw
So-
you talking about it, but
Yeah.
I thought it was the other video where someone successfully rescued a kitten.
No. So this guy,
You
and
just leave
he
it
shows
there?
up in my fucking feed now because I decided to
Oh,
retweet
God.
him and put him on blast. But he was posting updates of the hurricane from like right outside the pictures from outside the studio windows, and one of the pictures that he posted was this kitten, could fit in both of your hands on a bench surrounded by floodwater. And then he posted and he's like, oh, this poor kitten. And like everybody was like, did you not go out there and save the kitten? So apparently he had gotten put on blast so hard that he took the tweet down, but
So he
not
didn't.
after a lot of people screenshotted it. And then people were like, any subsequent post was like, yeah, whatever. Did you go and save the kitten? And it got to the point where he had to address that. And then he went, oh, well, I attempted to go out and save the kitten, but by the time I got to it, the kitten was gone. And I was like,
I hate him.
you took the time to take a picture
Yeah.
of a helpless young animal that needed help and post it when you could have gone out and saved it. And Like, that's the fucking story. That's the, hey, check this out. I just saved this kitten. Not, look at this fucking kitten in danger. And this guy got put on blast, so much so that, like, his colleagues and coworkers from the channel, it's WINK is what it is.
Yeah, when we lived out in the Everglades, and remember when they came in and interviewed Vanessa and the kids about the bears?
Was that them?
Yeah, that was Wink.
Okay, so Wink, like the dude's colleagues were like jumping to his defense, like, so and so loves animals. Nothing, if we could have helped it, we could have. And it's everyone was like, you could have, and you didn't. And then to add insult to injury, they tried to cover it up and say, hey guys, we found the kitten. Somebody just found a lookalike kitten.
No.
I was like, we found it. And
that's horrible.
And
My
then
guy.
anytime, and then so eventually the hurricane got so bad by that studio that that anytime he would like post something, like they had to evacuate to the second floor because like 2 feet of water was coming through on the bottom floor. Like anytime that he would post an update like, oh, we had to evacuate, like I would retweet and be like, I hope you didn't leave any kittens behind. or oh, we actually had to get evacuated from the second floor of the building and now we're over here. And I was like, cool, did somebody take a picture of you first before saving you? Or so like I put the dude on blast.
Good. See, that is way worse than, because I saw the video where someone successfully rescued the kitten. You all saw that, right?
Yes.
I saw one save a dog too, and it's just like,
good.
So there was that video of the dude who saved the kitten, and then people were tweeting that video going, hey, this is how it's done.
yes.
Good.
There you go.
Nice.
So one of my favorite things about this hurricane, which is a weird statement off the bat.
Yeah. Haven't heard that before. I didn't have any favorite things about it. So.
I've got a favorite thing about this hurricane too.
Okay, hold on, because mine ties into like
Top
Jordan.
4th favorite things about this hurricane.
I'm trying to find I'm trying to find this newscaster. His name was like, I think his name was Dylan something or another.
Oh,
I was gonna put him on blast. Yeah, I was gonna.
Hey, we're talking about you on the Mickey Mutineers podcast, you jackass.
Dylan.
Dylan Frederico is his name, and he's a giant turd. So Dylan Frederico, who didn't save a kitten and decided to get internet clout off of a hurricane picture. Fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
If you do something so bad that you get spoken of in a negative light on the Mickey Mutineers podcast, pack it up. Delete your Twitter. Move, preferably out of the country. Like, just start a new life.
Where there are no kittens.
Yeah. Go to...
Just go play in a hurricane.
What?
He should just go play in a hurricane.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people did that. Anyway, one of my favorite things about this hurricane, there it is again, is we've heard this entire episode, like how nice Jordan has been to like the front desk of his hotel and, trying to get this refund.
$8 lady.
But one of the best thing about Jordan is when he gets a little spicy, as we just saw here. And this wasn't the only time during this hurricane that this happened. Jordan, I'm not putting you on blast because I love you. And this
Put me on blast.
No. You did nothing wrong. I was rooting you on this whole time. So I saw on Twitter, Jordan took a picture of, I think, his hotel room window saying, hey, there's a storm, blah, 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 hurricane's coming. We're safe. This guy, I don't even remember who it was. Jordan doesn't know who it was. Kept on him to stay away from the windows.
This guy on Twitter who I don't follow, and he doesn't follow me. Like we are not mutual followers. Hold on, I'm gonna find the conversation.
The window.
Okay, while he's looking for the
police.
conversation, my favorite thing about this hurricane is that I no longer own a house. I no longer own a house in Naples, Florida.
Oh, that's my
There
favorite.
no
thing
longer
for you
is a
too.
Naples, Florida.
Out where I lived, like I guess out in the swamp where I live, they got 200% more rain than they've had in a long time
Ever.
before the storm.
Wow. And that's in a swamp.
Yeah. I guess before the storm, there's alligators swimming around in people's yards. After the storm, they're swimming around in their houses.
Oh.
I
If
saw
they had
sharks in the street and
I did
jets.
too. Jazz? Oh,
Jets.
right.
Sharks and jets in the
Jets,
street.
yeah, I get it.
No, don't laugh at that. This is stupid. I had to explain it. I feel like Josh now.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. It's painful.
Nobody should feel like Josh.
I also don't like that, as I wait patiently for Jordan to look up this conversation, my go-to is, hey, let's make fun of Josh. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to
My
find
favorite thing about the hurricane.
Top 10 favorite things about hurricanes.
it. Okay. No, shit, that's the wrong one. God damn it.
All right, good. Jillian, your favorite thing?
I didn't have a favorite thing.
It had to be something.
I did like videotaping the hurricane. I've never been in a hurricane, actually, to be honest. I live in the freaking north, God knows what, so.
I wish
live in a
I'd
desert.
never been in a hurricane. They
We-
I'm so sick of hurricanes.
We don't get rain. We get heat in great quantities.
But when it rains in St. George, like houses wash the fuck away.
that happened
It like
twice.
rains so hard, and the houses are like, nope, I'm out.
Okay. I found it. So I posted so anytime I post something with a lot of info, I always try to anticipate everybody's follow-up questions so I don't get 900 of the same questions. And my response I posted a picture. I said, we decided that it was safer to stay put than to get on the road with every other person evacuating. We're safe in our room. We have snacks and drinks and can reach the lobby without going outside. And then I posted a picture. I said, we're going to have a hell of a view. And then this one dude goes, stay away from the windows at all costs. Not only is the window at risk from blowing in, you could get sucked out. Even worse, the debris flying in and hurting you, or worse, and shattering the window. Best place is in the middle of the facility and no windows at least 3 levels up. Be safe. To which I replied, my guy, I'm in a hotel room. I don't know what you want me to do.
Go to the bathroom immediately.
No, and then that was his next tweet. He goes, stay away from the windows, LOL. Bathroom and shut the door is your
LOL.
friend. And I said, the window takes up the whole room, top to bottom and side to side. I don't really have a lot of options.
You're gonna get sucked out. I think he just saw like the Wizard of Oz yesterday, so he's like, "Oh, that's gonna happen."
When at first when you said it was a guy telling you to stay away from the windows, I was just wondered if it was secretly Eric Clapton.
So hold on, there was another dude that responded. So there's another dude that responded and goes, hang out in the bathroom, maybe the hallway, push a mattress up against the window for full hurricane fort.
God, sir, we already gave you your pillows. Please.
Do you by any chance have 12 pillows?
Do you have an extra mattress?
So this dude was like,
safe, but then you risk getting
Twitter
Man.
told me.
man. So that dude was very concerned about the window. And I was like,
I wonder
buddy,
where he
like,
was.
Buddy, who hurt you?
What
What window
hurt
washer?
you? He was abducted as a child from the window. It'll get you.
You watched Poltergeist as a kid? Stay away from the trees, too.
He just
And the
watched
TV,
the
don't
first part
do
of
that.
Hook. He watched the first part of Hook and never saw the rest.
Come
He
find
makes
out how
Peter
to happy
Pan's the
ending.
bad guy.
Wait a minute, I'm supposed to keep the window open? I should have watched the rest of this movie.
But yeah, so it doesn't happen often, but Spicy Jordan is just top tier.
well, like I'm in a hotel. I'm probably at one of the
He's
safest
offered $8
buildings.
and he doesn't care, but the window guy's like, fuck you.
Right. Guys, like,
You should have opened the window and taken a picture of that.
I couldn't. So, but I was, man, what the? I'm in a hotel room, man. Like, my options aren't very are limited, but also I'm probably in the safest place in Florida I can be.
Yeah, well, you touched on it earlier. Like, look, this is a newish hotel. You
Yeah.
know,
They ain't going anywhere.
What floor was it on?
there's a building code in Orlando that to withstand this exact situation.
Yep.
Oh man. So that's my hurricane report. I live vicariously through literally you two.
Yeah.
And I think that was it. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I had a good time.
I'm glad you did too.
Sure.
Thanks. Jordan's guys, this has been a hell of an episode. Jillian was right. It is a disaster hour and a half.
It was a natural disaster.
Ooh, Mickey
Hour.
Mutineers Natural Disaster Hour. We got a title. Hey, Jillian, thanks for coming on here.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
Well, you can't do that because you need viewers.
Yeah.
Viewer.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
So, sometimes
Wait, what happened to Gozer?
Joser.
Whatever.
I don't know. I think he was probably busy tonight.
Yeah, well, Jordan wasn't on last week, and that's the only reason he was here. So he was like, nope.
Done.
Although he missed out on Calico Tim. So, really, his loss.
Mm-hmm.
But I do kind of miss him. Anyway, hey, you can find links to all of our merchandise and Jordan's YouTube channel in the links below. In the description? Yes. Jillian, do you want to plug anything?
No, I don't have any. Well, I have one podcast right now. I have Story of Corey for Boy Meets World fans. So if you want to listen to that, we are recording still. So
Story of Corey. Is that
Story of
just
Corey.
available everywhere?
Every single place, except YouTube, obviously, but nobody goes on YouTube, right?
All right.
What's that?
Anyway, Jordan's YouTube channel, my YouTube channel is also down there. What the heck is Jake talking about? And eventually Josh will have one down there too. But nobody goes on YouTube.
Nobody.
Nope.
Stay tuned. In 2 weeks, we're going to have a fantastic, spooky, spooktacular Mutineer Disaster Hour just for the month of October. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to say fantastic at least 3 more times.
Fantastic.
Hey, if you enjoyed us, we have been the Mickey Mutineers. And if you didn't enjoy us, we've been the guy warning Jordan about Windows.
And I didn't realize that it was.
A roller coaster.
It's not a roller coaster.
Oh.
I thought it was.
Damn
I
it.
thought it was a roller
Again,
coaster.
damn it.